Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bailey. I am about to be a graduate of the University of Washington in Seattle, and I am currently working in the political realm, and I'm hoping to move to Washington DC in a few weeks to work on the Hill. My channel is mostly about career videos and just college videos and things that I wish I knew earlier. However, I do also have a lot of fun vlogs which are super great, and I also have a whole series on my channel about the times when I was an intern in Washington DC for Congress, which are a huge hit. So if you're interested in that at all, go ahead and check those out. It'll probably leave a lot of context for my other videos, but they're also still super helpful without. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so you'll probably see that I have my laptop here with me. It's just because I have a list of what I want to talk about on my laptop. It's the easiest way for me to do it. So if you see me glancing over, that is why. So I am going to be sharing my top reasons or my top ways of achieving the best LinkedIn profile. I know there are probably a ton of videos like this out there. They all have great tips. I think mine is very practical for a lot of you beginners looking for a career, or even just ways to spice up your own LinkedIn if you already have one. And even if you don't, this is a great video to watch. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first thing you need to have on your LinkedIn is a clear and updated headshot. This is super, super important because if anyone comes to your profile and they see some grainy headshot, it looks like it was taken on an iPhone 5 and it's from like 2017, that's not going to be the best. They're probably going to be like, whoa, this guy or girl is not very professional. Let's keep scrolling. The headshot says a lot. Just like when you check out someone on Facebook or other forms of social media and you're like, wow, they look weird in their profile picture, that's going to be kind of the same response you get on LinkedIn. So make sure it's clear, it looks really nice, it's from like the chest up, it's not like your full body, and it's also updated. It's not you from 6 years ago and now you look completely different. You want to keep it professional, also have on like a nice outfit, a clear smile, have a little makeup on, whatever that needs to be, clear lighting, just the whole nine. If you need help on creating a good headshot photo, Google that. I'm sure there are plenty of resources out there. There's also some really great ways to get a headshot. You can look for, sometimes colleges do it, like the business school at my college does a lot of free headshots, so that could be really nice. Or even like a friend who has a good camera, or even like an updated iPhone could do it. Portrait mode is super cool. Or even like a photographer. If you were really bougie and you and your friends wanted to pitch in and hire a photographer for like 30 minutes to all get your headshots, that could be a super cool way of doing it. So whatever you need to do, just get a nice clear headshot. All right, the next thing you need to do is to have professional contact information. This is super important because you do not want to have a professional website where Honey Princess Girl 29 is your email. No one's going to contact you on that unless it's like the name of your business or something, but it needs to be updated. If you are a recent college graduate, don't have this be your old college email or your college email from like 4 years ago and you graduated from that university a long time ago. Don't do that. Don't have it be like a funny nickname, like, you know, just your name, first and last name if you want, or it could be like a little bit shortened, whatever that needs to be. Just have it professional. Also have it on like a professional email site, whatever you call it. Gmail, Comcast, Yahoo, you know, Apple, stuff like that is good. I know there's some like very obscure sites out there you probably don't want to have, like chipmunk.net. Like just get another email. So looks good. All right, another really important thing to have on your LinkedIn is an updated resume. This is going to be crucial for any professional endeavor that you have, whether it's a LinkedIn, whether it's a job application, period, you need to have a good resume. If you're having a hard time creating a resume, or you haven't ever had one before, or you're trying to update an old one, anything like that, there's a lot of great resources through LinkedIn that you can get some help from advisors or just LinkedIn creators, or also there's some cool websites that you can get some help on. Also, if you are currently graduating or just at your university in general, your university's career counseling center can usually help you. Or if you don't have any of those resources, there's a lot of super cool articles online that you can read, and it's really easy to create a resume. There's also some websites like template.net or something like that, that can really help you just craft one and make it very clear and concise. Right. At the top of your LinkedIn profile, there's going to be a section for you to have a personal statement. Consider this like almost your thesis or something of your LinkedIn profile. So make sure to put in a clear professional statement. You can look up also some examples on how to do this. It's basically a little intro to who you are in your professional career. It's the intro before they choose if they want to actually read your resume. So this coupled with the headshot could really do it for you, and having the person who's looking at your profile, whether that's going to be a future boss or a coworker or just a friend, anyone in between who's looking at your profile and thinking, am I going to look at their resume and potentially hire them or not? Definitely make sure that your statement is professional. Probably have like 3 or 4 lines of just who you are, your years of experience, what you're looking for, and where you live, period stuff. Pretty basic. All right, the next thing you're going to want to do is have a list of your best skills. There is a portion further down on your homepage of LinkedIn where you're going to be able to list your top skills. This is super helpful for people who just want to do a brief run through of your account and see who you are and what you have to bring to their team. These can be hard skills, so things that you already have talent in, such as computer programming, maybe that is using certain software, or any skills like that that are learned skills. And then soft skills are going to be things that are a little bit easier to come by. So that might be communication abilities or interpersonal skills or public speaking. That doesn't necessarily mean these are easy skills, but it just means that more people might have that skill. So those are really helpful to have on your account. And following along with your list of skills, also have some endorsements. Endorsements are basically going to be what says you actually have those skills. So if an employer is looking at your account and they're like, wow, it says Bailey is really good at computer software. Is she actually good at computer software? I have no idea. I'm only taking her word for it. So for those people who don't want to take a risk on someone, they're going to look and see their endorsements if it's true. Consider it like a letter of recommendation on your skill. So friends of mine or people I know who know that I am good at public speaking, let's say, they will endorse me on LinkedIn and say, I'm also very good at public speaking. Bailey is good at public speaking. I've seen her do it. I will endorse her. Or my old boss who knows I'm good at public speaking, he could endorse me. Or my professor could endorse me, or anything like that. It's just people saying that you are indeed good at the skill. It also helps if they themselves are endorsed in the skill, so it's kind of like a rat trail of, okay, you're good at it, you're good at it, you're good at it, okay, this is probably the right person. So make sure you have some of that. Okay, and while you are setting up your LinkedIn profile, make sure that you complete their checklist. This can be super helpful in just making sure you're hitting everything on the account that you might miss. Obviously, like the profile picture and stuff are pretty easy to make sure that you need, but there are some things like turning on notifications so that if you get someone who's messaging you like, hey, I have a job available, do you want to work for me? You don't see it 3 weeks later when you finally open up your LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? So just things like that, which could be really helpful. You could turn on whether or not your searches are public or private. That's pretty important because it will notify someone if you have looked at their account. So if you're using it to like stalk your friend or whoever, they will know. So just make sure you either choose private or public, and a lot of just different little things like that can be really helpful. So make sure that you utilize their checklist. And while you created this beautiful LinkedIn, make sure that you post regularly. It can be a little difficult if someone is looking at your profile and they're like, okay, they have a nice profile picture and an updated resume, but it looks like they're never on here. It might be hard to contact them, or I don't really know what other things they're doing. I think it's a really great idea to post some interesting things. If you contribute to an article, post your article on there. If you get an award in school or in another place, put your award on there. If you did something really cool, like an internship or a job fair, post a photo of you on there. Like, do some cool things like that that can show that you're active, like other people's statuses, comment, congratulations, you got the job, I'm really proud of you, old coworker, whoever it may be. It's just nice that you're active, and it definitely helps build your profile. All right, and finally, what you should definitely have is a growing contact roster. This is really important because LinkedIn is all about making connections. It's like the social media way of networking. It's networking without the cocktail party and the added anxiety, you know what I mean? So if you want to just sit in your pajamas and type away and make contacts online, you should definitely use LinkedIn. Obviously be professional and courteous, but having a growing list of contacts of people who are actually going to be useful is really helpful. So there's going to be a list of potential contacts that LinkedIn has, like people who are in your career interest field. That would probably be easy to add. I like to add a lot of people that I look up to or people that I already know. Some of them are friends, some of them are old colleagues, some of them are people that I look up to, or companies that I admire, just things like that, that I can kind of like stay updated on them. And then I can also be able to reach out to them a little bit easier and build a connection that way. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful if you were starting to structure your LinkedIn and you were just looking for a couple of polishing tips. This app can be super helpful for career-driven individuals, and I think it's a really great social media platform that kind of brings the best of both worlds all together into one place and helps streamline your career efforts. If you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you have any more questions. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!